What's up, guys? BSG Trek Fan 88 here. It's finally arrived. I now have the Blue Yeti microphone, and we'll be doing an unboxing of it. Oh yeah. First impressions of this. It is heavy, like everybody said. It's about 3.5 pounds. I'm just going to read off the box real quick for you. It's the ultimate in professional USB microphone technology. Even though this is one of two models, they make this and then a Yeti Blue Yeti Pro microphone. So whatever. It can record in 4 different sound modes, which is what I like, as well as the obvious sound quality, which we'll get into. But it records bidirectional figure 8, omnidirectional circle, cardioid. That's how I pronounce it, and some other people do it differently. It's when you're talking in one section. And then, of course, stereo. On the back of the box it reads, "The Yeti is one of the most advanced and versatile multi-pattern USB microphones available anywhere. Combining 3 capsules and 4 different pattern settings, the Yeti is the ultimate tool for creating amazing recordings directly to your computer. Delivering exceptional sound and performance, the Yeti can capture anything with a clarity and ease unheard of in a USB microphone." And I'm not going to read the French, so yeah. Screw talking about it, let's get this unboxing on the road, shall we? Alright guys, get the camera set up. I should stay within this range here so you guys can see everything on camera. So this is the box. It's white. It looks very nice. The presentation here reminds me of an Apple product. I don't love Apple, but I do love their packaging, or however it used to be. Nowadays it's a little bit different, but anybody who owns an iPad or a laptop from them, you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's the Yeti Pro. Here up top. I'm buying this because I'm tired of the shitty audio quality of all 3 of the microphones that I have at my disposal, and this is really, there's no tape here. This is just being a bitch. I don't like ripping the box, but alright. I want to record this for future podcasts that I'll be doing. I want to record this, I purchased this for when I use my webcam. I'll have better audio. Those of you that have been watching my vlogs since I got the webcam, the picture's great, but the audio kind of sucks. Okay, so this is it. Looks like we have... Alright. Gonna buy more of that. Alright, so we have our USB cable, which goes from obviously the microphone to the computer. Looks like it's pretty good length, and that's what other people said in their reviews, so that's good. Excuse me while I have a bite of a vanilla finger. Just got home from work. Okay. Nice, I have the Yeti that's on the box. By the way, vanilla fingers, one of the best cookies ever. Alright, so we have the manual, which is pretty cool. It stands up like this, and then you obviously read it like that. So, I'll get to that later. Big chunk of styrofoam, just like Frono's photo Jared said when he did his unboxing. Actually, I think he was referring to the one that was underneath, but whatever. Styrofoam. Get rid of that. So then we have the mic itself, which I think I'll do this. Alright, empty box. Alright. Yeah, throw these away. Do not ever place these anywhere but the trash can, or recycle, if you can. Okay. Ta-da! Yeah. This thing is about a foot tall. I think it is actually a foot tall when it's like this. First impressions. The build quality in this thing feels very solid. Again, it weighs 3.5 pounds. The footprint of this thing is pretty big. So yeah, excuse me, if you buy this mic, be prepared to have a little bit of it space taken off your desk. So I don't know if this is in focus, but obviously you have your gain and the switch for which mode you want to be in. The gain's pretty solid. This is a little bit harder to turn than I imagined it would be. I guess that's technically a good thing. You don't want it easily switched, but I actually just had to really grip this to change it. In other reviews I've seen and watched, the big problem is this guy, you know, moved around a lot more than this is right now. So I'm guessing that they fixed that. This is not actually a physical movement. This is just an electronic push button for mute. So obviously you have the patterns and the gain. So compared to what I've seen on videos from like 2010 and 2011 when this first came out, they've improved the buttons, which is great. I guess that was the biggest complaint. Obviously it folds down for storage, but that's obviously that's not really going to save me much space. I can tighten, which is great, or loosen, I think. Yep, because this is designed to come off and be used as on a boom. Let's not do it that way. You have your mic stand or boom. You have your amplified headphone jack, so you can hear yourself talking, which is great, and of course the USB connector. On the Pro version, the only real difference is the frequency that it can record on, and it has an actual mic input. So overall, first impressions of this are pretty solid. Oh, that's a problem. Let's see, where does that hit? Figures, right on the chrome. No big deal. Usually one thing goes wrong when you're doing an unboxing. Obviously I want to tighten this as much as I can. So yeah, when I come back, it'll be plugged in and it's set up, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not, but we'll see what happens. And marker. Okay, so I am now recording with the Yeti Blue microphone. It's on the cardioid mode. I am still about a foot away from the microphone, sitting in my chair. Not as close as I would be if I was recording voiceover work. I'm going to focus my camera again real quick. And that was probably picked up by the microphone. So I'm, again, about a foot away from the mic. Because it's in cardioid mode, it wouldn't really pick anything up. You know, if I turn the mic around, hopefully this works. Testing, 1, 2, 3. So you can still hear me, but it's obviously nowhere near as pronounced. So that's cardioid, which is pretty cool. Again, it only picks up from the front of the mic. So now I'm going to go in figure 8 mode. So now you should be able to hear me just as clear as before on the back and in the front. Now, hopefully I can edit that out in post, but that just made a lot of noise moving it on this bass, so I apologize for that. So again, in the front and in the back. Okay. Again, great for interviews or podcasting with one other person. And then we have omnidirectional. Wow, this really is tough to turn compared to other dials. Again, omnidirectional, if we turn this around here, it will pick up anywhere. So again, I'll use the finger snap. Okay, so that should have been, you know, pretty unilateral, universal, whatever the hell you want to call it. So I'm going to do this too. Testing, 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 testing. Now, in reality, you'd never really want to do that. I mean, eventually, when I have some money, will buy a shock mount, because this is going to pick up everything, you know, from my feet hitting the desk to when I put my hand on there. So keep that in mind as well. I don't have it set up 100% right now. And then, of course, the last setting is the figure 8. Actually, no, I'm sorry, not figure 8. Stereo. I already talked about figure 8. Now, again, what that's going to do, and I'm going to refocus this. What that's going to do is record in stereo left and right. So I'm going to center this on me. I'm moving to the left of the microphone. Hopefully I'm on your left speaker. I'm back in the center again, and now I'm moving to the right side. Not really the right, or not 100%. So I'm going to pull the mic close to me. So now I'm talking into the mic like a radio disc jockey, and it's probably a little too loud. So I'm going to go all the way to the right. and I'm going to go all the way back to the center, and I'm going to go all the way to the left again, and I'm going to go all the way to the center again. So hopefully that recorded in stereo. Yeah, so hopefully this is going to be a big improvement over my previous video's audio quality. That fan, if I stop talking for a second, that fan is actually my computer fan. My computer is right below the desk. It's an Antec 902 case, so there's a big 170mm big boy fan on the top of it, so you're hearing that, unfortunately. If I were to turn that off, or which I actually can't do, I'd have to turn the computer off, so that's not going to happen, but that's what you're hearing. If that wasn't on, it would be pretty quiet. So overall, so far, I'm very happy with the Blue Yeti microphone. I'm a novice at this stuff, so I'm not a professional. I'm not 100% on anything, but from what I've already tested before doing this video, the build quality, the sound quality for $100 on Amazon right now with free shipping, excellent. Oh, also, I'm going to do this too for you guys. I'm going to zoom in, and hopefully you won't hear anything because I'm going to hear me now. So that's the mute button. If I had one complaint about this mic so far, it would be the fact that maybe it's also because it's a new toy.
Hey, RT.
What?
Come on up and talk to me for a sec.
All right. Maybe because it's a new toy and I don't want to break it, but the buttons back here. God damn it! Everything keeps bothering me. The buttons on the back are a little hard to turn. I mean, I really, even with this thing on its base, the button's not far out enough, so when I go to grip it, it's just, there's no grip, so you really have to hold the microphone at its base to turn it. Like I'm literally pinching this as hard as I can without my fingers slipping off. Right, I have to hold the base and then do it. So my only complaint so far is that there is a gain control. Oops, I'm back in cardioid. Sorry about that. Now you can hear me. There's a gain control, so if I go all the way up, it's way too loud. If I go back towards the middle, it's about where I'd want it to be. Again, you're going to use the gain control for when you're further away or closer to the mic, or if you don't have many options when it comes to controlling yourself to the volume. So, Jesus fucking Christ. What? Goddamn telemarketing. I really hate being interrupted when I'm doing this, so once again, I have the mic turned around. So anyway, BSG Trek Fan 88 here for the Blue Yeti microphone. It gets my vote of approval, or seal of approval. It gets my vote, my thumbs up. Hopefully you guys will appreciate the audio quality increase, and I look forward to doing my first podcast and my first video review using this mic. As always, have a good night.